Few more items and PLC library will be ready. Finally, library is ready for Rockwell PLC.
We got new project. Are we ready?
Yes, Rockwell lib is ready.
But customer want in Codesys PLC.
In that case we need to develop library for Codesys PLC.
Can't we have one library for all PLC?
It is hard to be done.
We can use Simulink. Let me show you. Hello, so let me take you to the Matlab, and where I am having all my codes. So as you see, this is the whole setup which I have. This is the Matlab framework where I'm putting all the codes, and this is my library block which is developed in the Simulink. So let me open the library. So these are some demo blocks which I have kept it here, and so we can create a library where we can have all the required blocks which is needed, or we can create any number of blocks here. And I will be using this PIDR because PID is one of the most used blocks for the PLC developers, and this is one of the complex block which we have. So this particular block I will try to convert and show you how we can actually configure it for different PLC target in the Simulink PLC coder. So in order to do that, we have to we can right click on that, and we will get the different options. So we have to go to PLC coder, and in the PLC coder we have on the bottom as an option where we can, when we click there, we will get the pop-up menu where we need to select different targets. So if you see, this is the target ID which we have to select. So a drop down will come. Yeah, so here we will get all the different options. So if you can see that we have the target for the Codesys, Beckhoff, Siemens TIA Portal, Semantic Manager, Rockwell Studio 5000, Arts Logic 5000, PLC OpenXML. We have the generic module, and we have also for different sets for Phoenix and Omron. So lot of options they have covered which we can utilize. So let me do it for the Codesys. So once we select and apply, it will automatically, if we have the ID installed on the system, it will automatically fetch the target ID file path. So yeah, let me select. So you can see that it is coming, and once we apply and say OK, then again we have to right click, and we have to go to the PLC coder and say generate code for subsystem. So once we click, it will start generating. It will take some time because it do some diagnosis whether the subsystems are correct. So we can even validate it earlier, not while doing it. So it will try to validate and find any, there should not be any missing, or there should not be any error when it is trying to generate it. So we can see that in the PLC SRC folder, the blocks will be generated and it will be shown here. So .L5X is for Rockwell, and .xml is for the Codesys, or the OpenXML, or for Twin Cat, or for the Phoenix, because all support .xml format. So either of all these formats will come, and here we can see that it is showing it is already been generated. We can even do it for different options. So as I generated it for Codesys, we can even generate it for another options. For that we need to go again back into the option menu and select the different target ID. So go to the option and select a different target ID here. So let me select PLC OpenXML. So here just one caution that as PLC OpenXML and Codesys are having all the XML formats, so the earlier file will get overwritten by this particular new file generated. So yeah, here it is getting generated here. So as you can see here, I have kept all the files for different options. So I'll show you in the Notepad++. So this one is generated for the Phoenix contact. So Phoenix PLCs, we can utilize this particular. So target ID was selected as Phoenix. Similarly, I have another file for PLC Open XML format, and another is for Codesys. So these are the different target ID which is selected and for which the file was generated. So let me show you how we can do the import of those files in the Codesys and the different ID, PLC ID. So in the Codesys we have option to import the PLC OpenXML. So let's go to the folder where we have all the files kept. So this is the OpenXML. When I import, it will allow me to import, and we will get it as a function block. So this particular thing is everything is coming, and if you see, it is written in the structure test. So it is pretty handy and easy to get it deployed. Even another option we have, so Codesys provide 2-3 options. So the import option direct, it doesn't work. I'm just trying to see if it do, but it will not give anything. So we have to, what we have to do is, it will not work for anyone. So even for OpenXML or even for the specific target ID which we have selected for the Codesys. But when we select the PLC OpenXML itself and select the target ID Codesys one, it will import with more details. So it will create global variables and everything with the function block. So there are two options in which we can import in the Codesys. One is directly with OpenXML and selecting also target as OpenXML, and there is through OpenXML import and selecting the target as Codesys ID. So now let me go to the Siemens, how we can do it in the TIA portal. So in the TIA portal we have to go to the external source file. Yeah, we have to click on the add external source file, and then we can go to the same folder where it is placed in. So it will be inside a particular folder, and once we open it, it will come. Then in order to bring it back, in order to bring it into the program block, we have to actually right click on the SCL file which we have imported, and we have to say generate block from the source. So when we click it, it will create the blocks in the program as a program block. So you can see in the program block it is coming. and once it completes the generation, then yeah, we can see after double clicking it, so it is in the HCL format, structured, still here also in the structure text, and let it get open. So it is in the structure test, and all the variables also will be created in the var table. So this one is for the TIA portal. So we saw here for the two PLCs, same code, two PLCs we can import very easily, correct? So let me go to the another different PLC ID and how we can do that in those also. So let's go to Twin Cat from the Beckhoff. So Twin Cat also has almost the same structure as Codesys, so it is pretty easy. But here also we will see two options. So one is directly importing the PLC OpenXML file. So it is same uh, as the Codesys one, and another option is to import as the file which was specifically done for the Twin Cat 3. So it will also do in a similar manner as the Codesys do, as mostly this Twin Cat is based out of Codesys, so mostly it follows the same structure. So in the Twin Cat PLC also we can directly get those as a function blocks. So almost same code in the third PLC which we can import. Now let's go to the fourth set of PLC ID. It is the PLCNEXT from the Phoenix. So Phoenix Contact has their latest one. So there also we have the option to import the PLC OpenXML. So let's click on there, and first we will try to import. We have both the options, but we will try to import the Phoenix particular set done for the Phoenix one. So let's import that. So when we click, yeah, it will give us the same in the same structure, and it will import it into the ID. So we will get the same as a function block. So in the function block part, it will come, and we will have the structure as defined for the PLC Phoenix ID itself. So we can also try to do, let me remove it, and we will try to do import of the OpenXML directly the PLC OpenXML format which we had generated, because sometimes it happens that these are having different structures, so it doesn't allow. So let's see. So if you see here, it is giving the error that you cannot import, even though that is a structured uh, text and done for the PLC OpenXML, but this particular ID is not allowing it to import because maybe it has a different structure. So that is why Simulink are providing specifically for the Phoenix based on their ID structure how they will import. So only the target ID which is set for the Phoenix will work in the PLCNEXT. Here comes the fifth ID, the Rockwell one, so which is one of the major market player. So here also we can import as a routine. So if you see, we have this L5X files. So when we try to import it, so click on the open, it will import as a routine inside the Rockwell Studio 5000 ID, and it will be there also in the structure query. So another option in the Rockwell is to add these things as a add-on function. So add-on also as an add-on function also we can import. So let's try to import as an add-on. So we have to select the another one file which is for the add-on, and when we select it, it will import its add-on with all the dependent other files, so PLC max, PLC min, which were generated for the add-on part, and it is there in the structure text. So see, all the major players which are there in the market are getting covered by this particular. So we will have one code base for multiple PLCs. So let me show you something very interesting. This is a new IDE which is coming in the market for the Arduino PLCs, and this has just came latest, and the PLC will be getting done maybe coming in next year. But let me show you that whether the code which we are generating are getting supported for this particular IDE also or not. So let's check it out. So I will try to do it first for the open XML part, because it is supporting the open XML format. So let's do first that, and when we select the open XML one and try to open, okay, so it doesn't. So it means that it has a different structure for the open XML, which is not getting generated by the Simulink. But let me show you a different way to import it. So Simulink also provide one option called as a generic, which is coming under .st. Now when we try to open it and import, it is coming. So see, this is a very new IDE which is even the Simulink has not know whether there will be any format like that or not, but they are able to generate the code which is going to be getting used by the different IDE also, the new IDE which are coming, which are having some structure related to some different PLCs. So now we have developed code, we have targeted for different IDE, but how to do the version control? So Simulink also support the version control part. So you can connect it directly with the Git, you can have it with the SVN. So two options are there, which I have checked, and I will show you how we can do connect it with the Git and get it version control. So whatever we have generated, we can directly commit it into the depot wherever we have connected. So let me put all the files so that it create a same folder structure. So I'm just trying to copy paste it in the same structure what we have, and also for other. So let's copy and drag and drop it here. So now I have created the same structure as my local, and now I will commit this code. So let me go to the GitHub. So here if you see there's no PLC source, but the folder is there. After I do the commit, I will put the comment as we do it for any other version control in the Git. After commit, the thing which we need to do is we have to also push it. When we click on the push, then let's go and check it out in the GitHub. So let me refresh it. Here it comes in the same structure, so everything will be there. So this is what Simulink can provide. So we can have our single code base and develop in the Simulink and target it to a different PLC ID, have the version control, and have our code intact within the Git. So this is all the features I wanted to detail. So I have been using this for many years when so thought it will be good practice maybe if we can utilize this. Thank you.